I'm always on the hunt for affordable tech here at Nickbait, having reviewed numerous headsets from manufacturers such as JBL, HyperX, Rig, Logitech, and more. So when Fine reached out to see if I would be interested in reviewing their Ampligame H9 USB headset, I enthusiastically agreed. The Ampligame H9 is a multi-platform USB and 3.5mm wired gaming headset. This means it can be used on PC, Mac, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles. The USB connection also supports a 7.1 surround sound button, enabling virtual surround sound. Additionally, it can be used on mobile devices provided they have a 3.5mm headphone jack. With 50mm drivers, the H9 promises to deliver serious sound across multiple devices. But how does it perform? First impressions count, and nothing arguably makes a bigger first impression than a headset's packaging. The H9's box admittedly looks a little bit cheap, especially compared to its competitors, though it does list the headset's specs, features, and compatible devices. Curiously, the box also mentions that the H9 uses a condenser microphone with an omnidirectional polar pattern. Most gaming headsets use dynamic microphones for their reliability and durability. Condenser microphones are more sensitive, and an omnidirectional mic could pick up sound from various sources. Could the H9 pick up too much noise, like room sounds? Would it be better suited for voice recording in a pinch? Aside from the odd microphone details, the rest of the H9's packaging is standard fare. Fine touts features like a lightweight design, comfortable headband, handy inline controls, easy setup, and compatibility with various devices. Outside the box, the headset itself is ultra sleek, with a matte black finish. As someone who's been disappointed by glossy products that collect fingerprints and scuffs, the H9 is a welcome surprise. It's also incredibly lightweight, possibly the lightest headset I've ever used. Overall, the H9's packaging does the headset a disservice by lacking detailed information. The headset itself impressed me more than I expected, and I'm eager to put it through its paces on my range of devices. Since the Ampligame H9 is a multi-platform headset with two connection methods, I tested both the USB connection and the 3.5mm headphone port. Here are the results. Using the H9 on the Xbox and Switch was a perfectly fine experience. The headset sound was above average, with treble and mid-range both sounding great. Initially, I noticed a lack of bass compared to other headsets I've used. However, it's worth remembering that many gaming headsets are biased towards heavy bass, even when it's not warranted. Often, this is to compensate for a lack of mid-range or treble. The H9 delivers excellent sound, even through the 3.5mm connection. In terms of usability, with the 3.5mm connection, you're at the mercy of the device you're using the headset with. On Xbox, all headset-related settings must be adjusted via the Xbox dashboard, which can be inconvenient. Not all games can be paused, so it's essential to get your audio settings sorted before diving into a hardcore gaming session. On the Nintendo Switch, adjusting the volume was much easier. In handheld mode, you have physical volume buttons, and while docked, a shortcut menu lets you access settings like sleep, airplane mode, brightness, and volume. Ultimately, I was impressed by the audio quality through the 3.5mm connection, but I had to check out the 7.1 surround sound. And I couldn't think of a better test than using the PS5 and some VR games. Verdict: lacking bass but otherwise excellent. I tested the H9 with the PSVR 2 to see how immersive it would be for VR gaming, and I came away impressed. Although the lack of bass was still noticeable, I found that I could comfortably and immersively play at a higher volume. Perhaps other headsets have too much bass, overwhelming the listener at louder volumes. Whatever the case, consider me fully immersed. However, the H9's performance is largely due to the headset's hardware. When using a headset with the PSVR 2, the PlayStation prioritizes its own sound software, Tempest 3D Audio Tech. It's best to avoid using the H9's virtual surround sound on PlayStation, as it could lead to double processing the sound and potentially downgrading the overall quality. Verdict: better than wired, a true step up with the same sound profile. I initially considered skipping the PC test, assuming USB was USB, but since Sony uses Tempest 3D, I decided to give it a go on my computer as well. The H9 sounds best on PC. It utilizes PC-only audio enhancements and digital processing that aren't available on other platforms. Everything sounded better, even the music in games. Regarding the 7.1 surround button, I tested it across multiple games and came to this conclusion. When it matters, it's worth using. I started a fresh save in Skyrim, and when I reached Riverwood, I tested the surround sound with the town's ambience. With 7.1 enabled, I could hear my armor, footsteps, the soundtrack, and nearby elements more distinctly. Without it, the sound felt more condensed, though there was a noticeable increase in bass and midtones. If immersion and being able to pinpoint enemies by sound are important to you, the H9 with 7.1 surround on PC is a solid choice. Verdict: excellent sound, with or without surround. I tested the H9's microphone on all my gaming platforms, both in Discord and with the various consoles party chat systems. My friends were able to hear me clearly and at a decent volume, which hasn't always been the case with other headset brands. I mentioned I found it curious that the H9 utilizes a condenser microphone as they are more sensitive than a dynamic microphone, but this doesn't create any issues with gaming sessions. It does, however, create issues if you're looking to record your voice for whatever reason on PC, sounding incredibly harsh on the ears and requiring far too much cleanup in programs like Audacity for me to recommend using it for this purpose. Stick to voice chat and invest in a quality vocal mic if that's something you want to do. I've mentioned a few times in this review that the Fine Amplagame H9 lacks bass, and I stand by that. However, I became attuned to the headset's sound profile. I found that I could play hectic shooters like World War Z with a better understanding of in-game events. As someone who lived through the golden age of online gaming, I remember chugging energy drinks, playing sweaty Call of Duty lobbies, and obliterating my ears with bass-heavy Turtle Beach and Astro headsets. The H9 breaks this tradition, but depending on your preferences, it might just be the right choice for you. While its sound profile does take getting used to, the Fine Amplagame H9 offers affordability, versatility, comfort, ease of use, and, depending on your platform, good to great sound quality. Many gamers own more than one device and dream of an affordable headset that can do it all. The H9 won't dethrone an expensive platform-specific headset, but it will deliver quality sound no matter what you're gaming on. Thanks for watching my latest video. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe to the channel for future content. As always, you can head over to nickbait.com where I write articles such as reviews and previews and opinion pieces, but also other people contribute as well. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/nickbait, but I've also started a Let's Play channel right here on YouTube at Nickbait Plays, where I will be uploading content very soon. I'm happy to be back, and I want to thank everyone who has left a comment, asked questions, or liked my videos in the past. Your feedback has always helped this channel grow and helped me improve as a creator, so thank you for that. Thanks again to Fine for reaching out and asking me if I wanted to review their headset. Also, let me know in the comments what you thought of the new video review format, what you liked, disliked, etc. Until next time, I've been Nickbait. See you later.